Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare 1-cent coins, because some of these coins are rare among collectors and are worth millions. So today, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we uncover the fascinating story behind the 1963 United States 1-cent coin, a coin that might just change the way you look at those small copper discs in your pocket. Whether you're a dedicated numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, listen closely because this particular penny holds secrets that make it incredibly rare and potentially worth a small fortune. The 1963 penny, known for its classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse and the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, was minted during a pivotal time in American history. This was a year marked by social change and technological advancement, yet the humble penny remained a steadfast symbol of American currency. While millions of 1963 pennies were produced for circulation, only a small handful have special features or errors that set them apart and make them highly coveted by collectors. One of the most exciting things to know about the 1963 penny is the existence of notable minting errors that can dramatically increase its value. The double die error is among the most famous and sought-after varieties. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice with a slight misalignment, causing doubling effects in the date or lettering. On the 1963 penny, collectors look for doubling in words such as liberty, in God we trust, or the date itself. These doubled features aren't just rare. They're visually stunning and immediately noticeable once you know what to look for. Another fascinating error that can be found on some 1963 pennies is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin missing part of its design because the blank metal disc was misaligned during the striking process. Off-center strikes vary in severity and rarity, but those with more than 50% off-center strikes are exceedingly uncommon and therefore highly prized by collectors. These coins become unique works of accidental art, with the partial image creating an intriguing and one-of-a-kind piece. Lamination errors also add to the 1963 penny's allure. The planchet, or metal blank used to create the coin, can sometimes develop surface flaws or peeling layers, causing parts of the coin's surface to flake off or look irregular. While these errors may seem like defects, in the world of coin collecting, they enhance rarity and desirability, turning an everyday penny into an intriguing collectible. The condition of a coin is paramount when it comes to value, and the 1963 penny is no exception. Many pennies from that era show signs of circulation, wear, and dullness from years of use. However, coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear, retain their original mint luster, and have crisp details, are considerably more valuable. A 1963 penny with both uncirculated condition and mint errors becomes a true treasure, a coin that can command extraordinary prices. In addition to these errors, die cracks and cuds on the 1963 penny can enhance its rarity. These are imperfections in the die that struck the coin, resulting in raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Such anomalies offer a glimpse into the minting process and provide collectors with a unique piece of minting history. The 1963 penny was minted primarily with 95% copper, a metal composition that adds a rich reddish tone to the coin. This copper composition was standard before the shift to zinc-coated pennies in later decades, making the 1963 copper penny even more desirable to some collectors who appreciate the older metal content. So, why is this particular penny causing such a buzz in the collector's market? The answer lies in the combination of rarity, condition, and the unique errors that some specimens exhibit. While many 1963 pennies are common, finding one that stands out due to mint errors and pristine condition can turn a simple penny into a highly sought-after collectible. Believe it or not, a rare 1963 1-cent coin that features significant errors and remains in excellent condition can fetch an incredible 83,000 United States dollars, $83,000 for a single penny. It's truly astonishing that something so small, so commonly found in pocket change, can hold such a high value when it bears the right characteristics. This is the beauty of coin collecting, a hobby where history, art, and rarity come together to create real treasures. Top 2, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1965 United States 1-cent coin, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but hides remarkable secrets that have made it a highly prized collector's item. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or simply curious about rare coins, listen closely because this penny holds mysteries that could make it incredibly valuable. The 1965 penny was minted during a time of change in the U.S. economy. It followed the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse and the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that has been beloved since 1959. But 1965 is unique because it was a transitional year for coin production. The U.S. Mint was experimenting with different metal compositions due to rising copper prices, which led to some intriguing variations and errors on coins from this period. Most pennies from 1965 were made with a copper-clad composition, thin layers of copper over a zinc core. However, some experimental strikes and errors resulted in coins with unusual metal compositions, including those with a higher copper content or different alloy blends. These variations are incredibly rare and have become the holy grail for collectors who specialize in mint errors and unusual coins. One of the most thrilling features for collectors is the possibility of a double die error on the 1965 penny. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the dies with slight misalignment, causing a shadow or doubling effect on the lettering or date. On the 1965 penny, look closely at Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date itself. If you see doubling, you might be holding a coin worth much more than face value. Another fascinating and rare error from this year is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned in the press, causing the design to be struck off-center. The amount of the off-center strike can vary, but the more off-center the design is, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. These errors transform ordinary pennies into unique pieces of accidental artistry. Planchet errors also appear in 1965 pennies. A planchet is the metal blank before it's struck into a coin. Occasionally, a defective planchet, maybe one that's clipped, cracked, or made of the wrong metal, gets struck, producing coins with distinct and highly collectible appearances. For 1965 pennies, those made from bronze instead of copper-clad zinc are especially prized. Condition plays a massive role in the value of the 1965 penny. Most coins in circulation have wear and tear, but an uncirculated 1965 penny with a rare error is a truly exceptional find. These coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and have not been worn down by time or handling, which significantly increases their desirability among collectors. Die cracks and cuds also add an extra layer of intrigue. These occur when the minting dies develop small cracks or chunks break off. These imperfections leave raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface, giving each error coin a one-of-a-kind character. Collectors love these tiny flaws because they tell a story of the minting process and make each coin unique. The metal composition of the 1965 penny makes it especially interesting. While most pennies switched to a copper-clad zinc composition, some rare variants were struck on older bronze planchets left over from previous years. These bronze 1965 pennies are significantly rarer and command much higher prices because they aren't supposed to exist in large numbers. For collectors, these rare variations and errors from 1965 are like a treasure hunt, turning everyday pennies into valuable artifacts. Imagine stumbling upon a seemingly normal 1965 penny only to discover it has an unusual double die, an off-center strike, or a rare bronze composition. That could change everything. So, what is the worth of such a rare and well-preserved 1965 penny with notable errors? Believe it or not, a coin like this can reach an astonishing value of 80,000 United States dollars. $80,000 for a single 1-cent coin. It's truly remarkable that a coin so small and so often overlooked can carry such an incredible price tag when it possesses the right rare qualities. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. A perfect blend of history, art, and the thrill of discovery. If you have a 1965 penny in your collection, or if you ever find one, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, unusual metal tones, or any other unique features. You might just be holding a hidden gem worth far more than you imagined. Top 3, we're zeroing in on one such treasure. The 1969 United States 1-cent coin. If you think a penny is just worth a cent, think again. This particular coin, especially with certain rare characteristics, has captured the fascination of collectors around the world. So sit tight, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters, because this story might surprise you. The 1969 penny was produced during an interesting period in U.S. minting history. By this time, the Lincoln Memorial design was firmly established on the reverse side of the coin, and Abraham Lincoln's profile continued to grace the obverse. However, like many coins from the late 1960s, some 1969 pennies carry special anomalies and errors that make them stand out from the everyday circulation coins. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1969 penny is the possibility of a double die error. In coin collecting, a double die happens when the die that stamps the coin is misaligned during the production process, causing certain design features to appear doubled or shadowed. For the 1969 penny, this doubling can be seen in the date, the motto, "In God We Trust," and the word liberty. Detecting this doubling requires a keen eye or magnification, but once spotted, it transforms an ordinary penny into a rare collector's prize. Another notable rarity is the off-center strike penny from 1969. This error occurs when the coin blank doesn't sit properly in the coining press, resulting in a partial design or one that's shifted dramatically to one side. These off-center coins can range from mild misalignments to extreme errors that reveal a large portion of the blank metal surface. The more off-center the strike, the scarcer the coin, and the more collectible it becomes. Many collectors chase these off-center pennies as unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that add character to their collections. The 1969 penny also has variants in metal composition that make certain pieces rarer. Though the majority of pennies from this era were copper-clad zinc, some unusual planchet errors occurred, resulting in coins struck on different or defective metal blanks. These wrong planchet errors are exciting finds because they challenge the norm and show a glimpse behind the scenes of the minting process. In addition, some 1969 pennies are known for exhibiting die cracks, small raised lines or fissures that occur when the coin die itself develops cracks or imperfections. These cracks transfer onto the coins, making each affected penny uniquely identifiable. Collectors prize such imperfections as tangible evidence of the coin's journey from minting press to pocket. What truly elevates the 1969 penny's status among collectors is the combination of rarity, condition, and error type. Pennies that remain in uncirculated or near-mint condition are especially valuable. Imagine finding a 1969 penny that looks fresh off the mint press, with a bold double die or a dramatic off-center strike. This is the kind of coin that collectors dream about. Condition is king in coin collecting. A coin with sharp details, no scratches, and brilliant luster is far more sought after than one that has seen heavy circulation. When an error coin like the 1969 penny is discovered in pristine condition, its value skyrockets. This is because not only is it rare to find such errors, but also to find them in a state so well preserved. For many collectors, the thrill lies in uncovering these anomalies. They represent the imperfections in a system designed for perfection and remind us that even in mass production, unique treasures can emerge. Each error tells a story. A moment frozen in time when the minting process deviated from the standard, creating a coin that is genuinely one of kind. If you're lucky enough to hold a 1969 penny with any of these special features, a double die, off-center strike, die cracks, or a rare planchet error, hold on to it tight. This coin isn't just a piece of history. It's a potential ticket to an impressive payday. What kind of value can such a rare and exceptional 1969 penny command on the collector's market? Believe it or not, a coin like this can be worth $77,000, $77,000 for a single penny. That's an astonishing figure for a coin most people toss aside without a second thought. But this is the magic of coin collecting. Unearthing hidden gems from ordinary objects, turning cents into fortunes, and giving everyday coins a new story to tell. If you have any 1969 pennies tucked away, take a closer look. Check for those telltale signs of doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual metal tones. Even the smallest details can turn a simple penny into a prized collectible. We're diving deep into the 1972 United States 1-cent coin. a penny that's far from ordinary. If you're a coin lover or just curious about hidden treasures, listen closely, because the story behind this penny is one you don't want to miss. The 1972 penny, bearing the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting and evolving its processes. Although millions of pennies were produced that year, some 1972 pennies stand apart from the crowd because of rare minting errors and unique characteristics that have made them the center of attention in the coin collecting community. One of the most fascinating things about the 1972 penny is the occurrence of the double die error, particularly on the obverse side. A double die penny happens when the coin die itself has a misalignment during the stamping process, causing key elements such as the date, the word liberty, or the phrase "in God we trust" to appear doubled or shadowed. This doubling effect isn't always easy to spot, but when it's found, it transforms a simple penny into a rare collectible that can be highly sought after by numismatists. The 1972 double die penny is one of the most famous and visually striking errors from that era, but that's not the only rarity in the 1972 penny family. Some coins from this year also display off-center strikes. Imagine the coin blank slipping slightly out of place during production, resulting in the design being struck partially off the coin's center. These off-center pennies reveal a portion of the blank copper surface and create a fascinating, almost abstract art piece that collectors treasure. The severity of the off-center strike can vary, and the more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. Adding to the intrigue are pennies from 1972 that show evidence of die cracks. Thin raised lines caused when the metal die used to strike coins starts to wear down or fracture. These tiny fissures create unique patterns on each affected coin, making every die crack penny distinct. Collectors prize these imperfections as tangible evidence of the coin's history and production journey. Some 1972 pennies also carry unique planchet errors, where the coin was struck on a defective or incorrect metal blank. While most pennies from this era are copper-plated zinc, a few anomalies have emerged where coins were struck on blank metal discs that differ in composition or thickness. These wrong planchet errors are exceptionally rare and add an extra layer of value for collectors. Condition plays a massive role in the value of any coin, and the 1972 penny is no exception. While many pennies from this year have endured decades of circulation and wear, those preserved in mint condition, or better yet, in uncirculated condition, command much higher prices. Crisp details, sharp rims, and vibrant luster make a coin not just beautiful, but extremely desirable. Collectors are particularly eager to find 1972 pennies with mint errors that have remained unblemished by circulation. A perfectly preserved double die penny or an off-center strike in near mint condition can dramatically elevate the coin's worth. It's a combination of rarity, error type, and condition that makes the 1972 penny such a coveted item. For many coin collectors, uncovering a rare error like those found on the 1972 penny is the thrill of the hunt, a reminder that even in mass production, imperfections can create unique pieces of history. These coins are not just currency. They're time capsules capturing a moment when the minting process deviated from perfection. If you have a 1972 penny in your collection or find one in your pocket change, it's worth examining closely. Look for signs of doubling in the date or lettering. Check if the design appears shifted off-center, or notice any strange lines that might indicate die cracks. Even subtle clues can point to a coin that's far more valuable than its face value. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. What is the true worth of a rare, error-filled 1972 penny in top condition? Believe it or not, such a coin can be valued at 75,000 United States dollars, $75,000 for a single penny. It's an incredible figure for a coin so small and commonplace. But this is the magic of coin collecting, turning something ordinary into an extraordinary treasure. Top 5, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1975 penny, a coin that, thanks to its rare errors and unique traits, has become a prized possession among collectors. If you love coins or just enjoy uncovering hidden treasures, this video is for you. Pay close attention because the value of this coin might just blow your mind. The 1975 penny, like many other pennies of its time, features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. At first glance, it seems like just another coin in the vast millions minted that year. But the story behind the 1975 penny gets interesting when you look closer. Certain 1975 pennies show unique errors that make them incredibly rare and sought after in the numismatic community. One of the most notable and eye-catching mistakes is the double die error. This type of error occurs during the minting process when the coin die, the tool that stamps the design onto the coin, is mistakenly struck twice, but slightly misaligned. This results in a doubling effect where parts of the design, such as the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, appear duplicated or shadowed. On the 1975 penny, this doubling can make the coin's details pop out in a way that's not just fascinating, but extremely rare. Collectors prize these double-die pennies because they are like little time capsules showcasing a manufacturing glitch frozen in metal. Beyond the double-die errors, there's also another category of fascinating mistakes that can appear on the 1975 penny: off-center strikes. Imagine the penny blank slipping just slightly during the minting process, resulting in a coin that has its design noticeably shifted off from the center. These off-center strikes can vary in severity, from a minor misalignment to a dramatic shift where a large portion of the coin's design is missing. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. These coins often look like tiny abstract art pieces, making them must-haves for collectors who appreciate the unusual and unique. Another intriguing aspect of the 1975 penny is the existence of die cracks and die breaks. These happen when the metal dies that create the coin start to crack or chip after repeated use. The cracks transfer onto the coin's surface as raised lines or unusual markings. What might seem like a flaw is actually a treasure to collectors because every die crack is unique and tells a story of the coin's creation. On a 1975 penny, die cracks can add to its character and significantly increase its appeal. Sometimes, the 1975 pennies also show planchet errors, meaning the metal blank used to strike the coin was defective or incorrect. These rare occurrences include coins struck on wrong metals or blanks with missing layers, making the coin stand out as one-of-a-kind pieces. Such errors are incredibly rare and sought after by collectors who want to add something truly unique to their collections. Of course, the condition of the coin matters just as much as the error itself. A 1975 penny with an error can vary widely in value depending on how well it has been preserved over the years. A coin with sharp details, minimal wear, and a shiny surface can fetch a much higher price than one that is heavily circulated or damaged. For collectors, finding a 1975 penny with these rare errors in uncirculated or near-mint condition is like discovering buried treasure. If you've ever sifted through your pocket change and found an old penny, take a moment to inspect it closely, especially if it's from 1975. Look for any signs of doubling in the letters or date. Check if the design seems off-center, or notice any unusual raised lines or markings that might indicate a die crack. These subtle clues could signal that you have a rare coin in your hands, one that's worth far more than you might expect. So, what is the true value of a rare 1975 United States 1-cent coin, especially those with mint errors in excellent condition? The answer might surprise you. This tiny coin, with its fascinating history and minting quirks, can be worth as much as $72,000 for a single penny. It's a striking reminder that in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest and most common coins can hold extraordinary value. Every coin tells a story, and the 1975 penny is a brilliant example of how a minting mistake can transform an everyday coin into a prized treasure. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of the 1975 United States 1-cent coin. If you enjoyed uncovering the mysteries of this rare penny and want to learn more about coins with fascinating histories and incredible values, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future discoveries. Keep your eyes open and happy collecting.